You know, we all, one of the most fascinating things about what I do and what we talk about every single day is on one side we fight the lefties, and on the other side we fight some rhinos. It is a hell of a time, but I love every second of it. And this one is a little episode where CNN pretty much destroys the rhinos and their rhino-y dreams. You're going to enjoy every second of this because we're not going back, we're going forward. We're saving the country. If you agree with the message, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and of course you can follow me on X at Braden LOA. Guys, we're going to dive right into this because these are the episodes right before we go into our live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the YouTube channel. This is a really important one for you guys to see because, again, it's one thing to fight the lefties. It's another thing to fend off the rhinos. I mean, like, literally, it's like, it's crazy. All right, let's just get in here. You know what? We're going to eat how you eat an elephant, step by step, bite at a time. All right. Now, this is an episode of my favorite analyst on CNN, Harry Enton. Now, what he's going to show you right now is how MAGA's grip on the GOP hasn't budged. In fact, it's only gotten stronger. And candidly, I don't know why it hasn't gotten even more stronger than this, because it's all about literally reclaiming the country in the direction it was supposed to go. So, anyway, let's just keep on going. Let me show you this, and I'll show you some other things, because I did a video prior I'm going to bring up in a second. This all ties together. Watch this.
So how much power, and we're talking about influence here, do they have on the GOP, especially over the long run?
Yeah, over the long run. That's what I think is so important here. And it's not just about Donald Trump. It's about the Make America movement. Again, that's what we're talking about, Make America Great Again movement. And it is as powerful as it has ever been. Because I want you to take a look here. GOP who view MAGA favorably. 2 years ago when Donald Trump was running for term number 2, it was 74%. Today, look at this. It's 78% of Republicans who view the Make America Great Again movement favorably. So we're talking about something that, in my opinion, will very much be able to outlast Donald Trump. Trump is in term number 2. He can't run for a term number 3. But the bottom line is this. What he brought into the GOP looks like it's going to last long beyond him.
It's a very populist movement.
Okay, this is why this is so incredibly important. And as we get closer to the election, you're going to see more and more of this coming from me because this is how you save all of your rights. If you care about abortion, if you care about the border, if you care about gun rights, if you care about all the things that we care about, this is a very important piece because a lot of the people, and this is the dirty little secret, in the political DC area on the left are like, get rid of Trump, for the love of God, make it go away. Hold my ears, hold my nose, oh my God, it's almost over. On the other side of the aisle, you have the rhinos who are doing the exact same damn thing because they took their power away too. You think that all of this doom and gloom, panicking, all of this, the world is ending, it can never happen again, is only coming from the left? No, it's also coming from the rhinos that are really upset that what I just showed you with MAGA being well into the GOP, totally aligned with its goals, it's not a fever pitch, random decade move. This is the GOP going forward. That's what the rhinos are going to try to wrest away from you. And the liberals, of course, are going to try to wrest it away from you. That's their objective. But the rhinos, they're the ones on our side who are just kind of like sitting in the shadows waiting to stab you right in the proverbial back. All right, now here we go. As you can tell, I don't like rhinos much. Anyway, this right here is the next piece. Because remember, it's not just a fever dream. This is not just a random occurrence. This is an actual part of a movement. It is established. It is part of the norm. Watch this.
Movement. I am curious because J.D. Vance would then be the next standard bearer of this movement. Where is the GOP on how they feel about him?
Yeah, okay. So, obviously J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, at this point looks like a favorite for the Republican nomination come 2028. And one of the reasons why he looks like a favorite is because the Republican base loves J.D. Vance. What are we talking about here? Someone who really represents the Make America Great Again movement. This is somebody a year ago, his favorable rating among Republicans, 81%. Latest Marquette University Law School poll, look at this. 84%. 84%. So if anything, his favorable rating is somewhat up from where it was a year ago after a year of Trump. And of course, that matches what we see when it comes to MAGA, right? It matches what we see coming to MAGA, whereby it was 74 and now it's 78%. If anything, MAGA's grip on the GOP, and it seems like the next in line to be the next standard bearer of MAGA, both of them, their favorable ratings are actually up after a year of Donald Trump's second.
After a year of Donald Trump's second term, MAGA is further into the GOP and has a better favorable view than it did last year. And J.D. Vance, as the standard bearer, is at 84%, also increased from the previous year. Y'all, The pressure you're seeing, I tell you all the time, you are under unprecedented propaganda. It's not just coming from the left. It's also coming from the RINOs. The RINOs want to wrestle back power of the GOP. The liberals just want to burn everything down and make dudes chicks. Honest to God. But what you're talking about now is a complete and total power struggle in what's going to be a Donald Trump vacuum. It's coming. It's already happening. And then J.D. Vance is going to be the next standard bearer of something the GOP fully endorses. This is about to be one hell of a time in about the next 3 years. This is going to be a thing. But here's why I show you this, because this is really important. Remember when I did this report a couple months ago about the Bush family plotting to retake the GOP from Trump? Rumors are circulating inside Republican circles that allies of former President George W. Bush may be quietly preparing a bid to reclaim the GOP from Donald Trump's influence. That's what I'm talking about. They're going to try to wrestle it away from MAGA and go back into establishment GOP. The Dick Cheneys, the George W. Bushes, those people, the Bill Kristols, right? Then J.D. Vance had this to say. Again, guys, if I'm landing the plane, let me hear you in the comments, and I'll see you at the 9 p.m. Eastern Time live show tonight on this channel. It's going to be a banger. Watch this, Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance.
Well, first of all, my condolences go to Dick Cheney and his family. Obviously, there are some political disagreements there, but he was a guy who served his country. We certainly wish his family all the best in this moment of grieving. On the issue of George W. Bush, I mean, look, as you know, Matt, I don't put stock in any story that doesn't come from Matthew J. Boyle at Breitbart News, so this could be totally fake news. But I definitely think, and you already see this, you saw this in 2020, you're going to see it in 2025 and 2026, there is an effort to try to wrest control of the Republican Party away from the voters and away from the coalition that really delivered the big victory in 2024. I think it's a huge mistake. Look, the American people don't want stupid wars and America's jobs going overseas and wide open borders. That is, whether intentional or not, that was the legacy of the Republican Party that came before Donald J. Trump. I'm glad the president got us away from that Republican Party. It lost, but it was also a disaster for the United States of America.
Okay. Y'all, this is the fight that's brewing, and I'm just gonna go close for you real quick. On one side, you have the lefties, you have the progressives, you have the Democrats, who are whoa. Then on the other side, you have the RINOs, who are trying to take the moment to seize it away from you, the voters, MAGA, J.D. Vance, the MAGA agenda, and overall the movement of the GOP. They are trying to take it back. This next 3 years is going to be one hell of a time, and I am absolutely here for the entire thing. So make sure you hit that live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You turn the notification bell on, and of course, I love each and every one of you just the right amount that makes you feel comfortable. This is what it's all about, guys, saving our country from the enemies, foreign and domestic, and right and left, because this is a whole situation, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. Later.